This is episode 69, I think, of Fiber by Design. I'm your host, Lydia. You can find me as Lydia B on Ravelry and as Lydia Knits on Instagram. You can also find me on Periscope as Lydia Knits, but I'm not very active there. I only ever watch the Periscopes. I haven't done one in such a long time. But then you can also find my indie yarn company as Ohloops on Instagram and Twitter and Google Plus and Facebook and in the Ravelry group, which if you haven't joined the Ravelry group, please jump on over there and do so. That's where I keep all the show notes for the podcasts with the links. I do put show notes in the down bar on YouTube, but I don't put any of the links. So if you want to get to an actual pattern or a website that I put in there, then the best place to do that is from my Ravelry group. It's also where I host all of the Knitalongs that I talk about. And if you're a new viewer, thanks for checking me out. If you're a returning viewer, thank you as always for coming back. I so appreciate all of my subscribers. I say it all the time, but I'm amazed at how many subscribers I actually have. So thanks for checking me out, guys, and for sticking around for those of you that do. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up so that you'll know the next time I have an episode out. I am podcasting on my normal day, but my kids are home and we have, as a family, given up TV for Lent. So there isn't a TV to distract them. So they are upstairs in their room playing with our guinea pigs. So if you hear them, I kind of apologize for that. And I did put a little bit of music on in the background in the hopes that if it's going to pick up any noise, it might pick up that instead of them. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, before I get in, I'm drinking out of my new mug. You guys, look at that. Cute little bunny. It reminds me of Peter Rabbit and of the Velveteen Rabbit. So when I saw it at Marshall's, I had to have it. And I am drinking the most amazing new tea. It's not new. It's new to me, though. I am so excited that I have finally found another tea that I really like. If you're a longtime viewer, you know that I love the chocolate super berry burst from English Tea Shop. But you guys, this cool mint green from Puka is so good. I'm not normally a mint person, but this one is spearmint, and I really like it. So yeah, I just have it in my mug. It's really hot right now, with a little bit of honey. So I will try to drink that throughout the podcast. As I said, it's really hot. So okay, let's get started. Shall we? I don't have a ton of knitting to show you guys this week. I honestly don't know, you guys. It's been 3 weeks since I podcasted last, and I've been trying to have content for you guys, but it just isn't working. School with the kids right now is really busy. We're kind of in a busy lesson set, so I'm really, most days, we start our school day right around 8 or 9, and most days I'm not done until about 3 or 4, and then my oldest daughter has started soccer, so I'm trying, but it's just not, it's not really working. But I do have some stuff to show you guys. I've just decided I'm going to use Shannon's hashtag, the F it, it's fine, because it is what it is. I'll show you guys what I have. So, I'm still working on the Thomas sweater, and if you follow me on Instagram, you got to see a picture of my son wearing this. You guys, he is so excited that the body is done. He keeps saying, I want to wear it, I want to wear it. And so, he was even to the point where he's like, don't put sleeves on it, I just want to wear it now. I'm like, I have to put sleeves on it. But I do just have to put the button at the top, and then add the sleeves. But the whole body is done. I really like it. So, and I did put it on him, and the body is longer on him, which is what I wanted. I wanted it to be a little bit long so he could wear it for a while. But when holding it out, so I was counting the number of stripes that are on the body, and I will get to do 2 less stripes. So the sleeves will only be about that length. So they'll have 4 green stripes and 3 yeah, 4 green ones and 3 white ones, and then I'll go back and have the cuff with the same solid green. And I am knitting the 6-year-old size of this sweater. As I've mentioned in past episodes, there are numerous size options. I'm doing the 6-year-old one, and I'm choosing to do mine on DK weight, but she does have options for other weights as well. So, but I'm really happy with it. I'm hoping, the plan is to try to get the sleeves done so that he can wear it on St. Patrick's Day, which is next Friday. So I have exactly a week. I think I can do it. I'm gonna try. So, and that's still in my beautiful bright bag from Shannon of Socksettra. So, okay, the only other non-Knitalong knitting that I've managed to do is this, and I call it non-knitting because it wasn't done in time for the Knitalong, so it's just going to get done after the fact. I did cast this on in the hopes that I would be able to enter it for Diane of Suburban Stitchers Rainbow Along that she does every year. I just didn't have it. So, it's in my Alice in Wonderland bag from Amber of Bannock and Bean. And I have a little body, but he still needs limbs. So here's my little body. And this is the Rainbow Along 2017 colorway that Diane dyed. And you guys, I love this. So I don't know if you can see, yeah, there. See, it's all speckly. And I am holding mine double because the pattern calls for a worsted weight. So mine's more of like a DK because this is a fingering weight. But the colors that are in this, you guys, underneath all of the black over the top is stunning. Like, Diane, you did such an amazing job. I love this colorway. So I will definitely have enough to do something else with this after my little guy is done. But I just love it so much. And that is Diane's glitter sock, which is 75% merino, 20% nylon, and 5% gold stellina. Suburban Stitcher. So I'm hoping to get his little limbs done soon. I should say her. I am making it a her. I did go and buy the ribbon to make the skirt and some little buttons for the eyes. So I'm excited about that. She's going to have a rainbow and black colored skirt. So I think she'll be super cute. Okay, so very minimal knitting, like I said. I do have a little bit of progress on a couple other things, but they are all Knitalong ones. So let's talk Cali Sai. Before I show what I'm knitting, I'm going to announce the 3 winners this month from the Color of the Month Cal. I have one from the Chatter thread, one from the Ohloops FOs, and one for the non-FOs. And these are all projects that were entered for February. So let's show those really quick. Okay, for the Chatter thread, it was post number 96, which is Holly Annie 1217. And Holly, you're going to be winning this really cute little Notions pouch that I picked up at World Market. So it looks like this on the outside, and then you open it up and it gets like really big and flat, but it has all these little pockets that would be perfect for like darning needles or cable needles, or small scissors or stitch markers. And then there's a bottom piece that you can put stuff into. So I think that's really cute. So Holly, if you would just message me letting me know that you saw this, and your address, I will get it sent to you. So there's prize number 1. Prize number 2 was for the non-Ohloops FOs, and that was post number 75, which is Joanna Quillman. And you are winning this awesome bag from Amber of Bannock and Bean that is all the Dr. Seuss stuff, since Dr. Seuss's birthday was on March 2nd. And it's all packaged up and comes with her cute little goodies. So yeah, you get this really super cute bag. So Joanna, if you could just message me, letting me know that you saw this and your address on Ravelry, I will go ahead and get it sent to you. And last but not least was for the Ohloops FOs, which was post number 14, which is Apron Addict, and that's Susie. Susie, I know that you've purchased quite a bit from the last collection, so I'm going to let you choose. So you can choose a skein of anything that's left. So you can choose from the Don't Rain on My Parade, the Lady Amalthea, the Oh Danny Boy, the Branya, the Storm Clouds, or you can choose more minis. So you can choose the rainbow ones or the Dr. Seuss ones. So just message me and let me know which one you want, and I'll go ahead and get it sent to you. Okay? So yay for prizes. I love prizes. So sadly for me, I still haven't finished Addie's or Emma's January socks, the best friend ones. Nor did I finish my Valentine's scrappy socks. So I am still working on that, but didn't make any progress. But hey, it is now March, so why not cast on to March, right? It seems to be working for me. I think I need to join the Cast On Anonymous Club, because I have a problem. I just lately don't have the desire to finish any of the things I'm already working on. I just want to cast on to new stuff, so that's what I do. But I am, for March, knitting the Kingsley hat by Andrea Mowry. You guys, I love her patterns. I am 100% a fangirl of her stuff. So, and I am housing that in the beautiful bag that I won on the Instagram giveaway from the Scrappy Thread. I love this bag, you guys. It's so pretty. And I'm just knitting it out of this green skein that I dyed. This is called Ronin. It's this really dark kind of green with lighter pops of green and then dark kind of navy blues. And I'm making this for my husband, although we will probably be sharing it. And I have the beautiful little progress keeper on there that I bought from the Scrappy Thread. Isn't that pretty? I love it. But so far I've only done the brim. I got cast on yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, the day before. Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, when I was supposed to be working on other stuff. And I've done the brim. So now I just need to go up to the larger needle size and do the pattern. Her pattern does call for you to use a size 5 for the brim and then a size 7 for the hat, but in order for me to get gauge, I'm using a 6 and then an 8. But so far I'm really loving the way the yarn is knitting up, and I'm excited to see this. I'm also hoping to have this done for my husband by St. Patrick's Day, because he'd like to wear it to work. And the weather here is pretty cold still and yucky, so it'll be plenty cool enough for him to do so. But I'm really loving that. The last knit-along thing that I worked on was my shawl, which is now in a new bag. This is in my new bag from Amber of Banna and Bean. This is her new large size, you guys. She only had a couple of these up in the shop. But I do believe that she's going to continue having this option, this size option. But this is fabric that I picked out. I actually didn't realize it at the time, but it kind of matches the colors in mine a little bit. Not completely, but a little bit. So again, not much has happened here, but I did get the peach added. So I now have all 4 colors on the bottom, and now it is time for me to start the color work. So I had wanted to try to do that this week, but there was just a lot going on, and with the kids all here, I didn't think that I could sit down and pay attention to the color work and get it, you know, accurate and have it be the right way. So, and again, this is the shawl by Andrea Mowry. I've shown it a couple times before, but I'll show the picture of it again. Just look at that, you guys. Isn't it pretty? I love that. So this is for the Brave New Year cowl, cowl, that I am co-hosting with Sarah of the Make Things Club. The cowl was originally supposed to be over March 1st, but neither one of us has closed the thread yet, so I've kind of just made the management decision for my group. I think I'm going to leave it open till the end of March. I know there are a couple people who are still working on stuff, so if there are a few of you who are still trying to finish things that you had cast on, please feel free to go ahead and do so. I will close the thread at the end of the month, and then prizes will be awarded on the first podcast in April. So, and there will be 2 prizes for that, and I did show those last time. There will be one for the chatter thread, and then there will also be, or excuse me, there will be 3. So there'll be 1 for the chatter thread and 2 for the finished objects thread. So yeah, so you still have a little bit of time to get stuff in if you are working on stuff. I didn't want to, I don't know, life for me has been so busy, and I know that a lot of you probably feel that way too, so I didn't want to discourage you from finishing something if you were still working on it. So, okay, this is not actually a knit-along thing, but I did want to briefly talk about it. I'm not going to show it too much. I've shown a little bit of it, and I did show a snippet, a little snapshot of it on Instagram yesterday. So I'll have my husband insert that picture here somewhere. But this is a new design that I'm working on, and it will hopefully be released at the end of this month. If not, then the first part of April. So yeah, just some fun texture, long brim going on. So yeah, you guys will get to see that soon. I'm very excited for it. It's working out exactly how I wanted it to, which makes me very happy. And again, another Banna and Bean bag. I love this bag. The bee bag. Okay. All right, so it's been a long time since I've talked about Knitter's Corner, which is the little part of my episode where I talk about other podcasters that I'm watching. And I've recently started watching a new one. It's called Wool Needles Hands with Taylor. And she only has 4 full episodes, and then she has a couple of vlog episodes that are shorter. You guys, I really enjoy her. She's very sweet. It's just her and her husband and her son, and they live in Las Vegas, I believe. And she has recently started dyeing yarn, and she's also decided that she wants to take up sewing, so she's like set some goals for herself this year, and she talked about those on her last episode, her sewing goals, and some things that she wants to make. And she's going to be hosting her very first knit-along here pretty soon, which will be, I think it starts in April? I will find out and put that information. But it will be for spring hats. So hats that are knit with lighter weight yarn and have some sort of lacy detail on them to be worn kind of in the warmer weather. But she's very sweet, you guys. I truly enjoy the things that she talks about. And just the aesthetic of her podcast in general. I love her whole setup. It's very neat and crisp. And she, her little vlogs that she does, she shows herself dyeing yarn and, things that she's doing. And I just really, really enjoy that. So if you haven't checked her out, you can find her on YouTube. And again, the podcast name is Wool Needles Hands. And you can also find her as Wool Needles Hands on Instagram. And she has a very lovely Instagram account. So check her out. Okay. So believe it or not, that's all the knitting. So all that I have left to show you guys is stuff I've purchased and yarn that will be going up in the shop. And you guys, again, I think I need serious help because I can't seem to stop myself from buying all the things. Like I'm buying all the things all the time. I just can't. They're so pretty. So, oh, actually, before we do that, I believe it was Lucy. Yeah, I think so. But she had made a comment that I should say the knit stuff that's behind me, and I had completely forgotten to do that on the last episode, so I was just going to mention. So every week I'll try to put up, or every time I podcast, I'll try to put up new stuff that I've knit. So this week up here I have my Advent socks that were made out of the Haverland yarn that I bought. I have the Looking at Her shawl, which is a pattern that I designed, and those are just two different colored colors from Ohloops. This one was the Daughters of Scotland one that was a book club colorway. This is Expo 74, excuse me, which is a pattern that Sarah, my former business partner, designed. And I knit that one with Jazz Club, which is a colorway that I dyed. And then this one is Jane, which is from Jane Richmond, and it was also just knit out of some Ohloops in the Squash Blossom colorway. So these are all knits that I wear quite a bit. I'm loving my socks. I posted on Instagram that I love them so much that I didn't even mind weaving in all 74 ends. It did take a while, you guys, I'm not going to lie, but I just love the way they turned out, so that made me happy. And this was my very first shawl that's just a full shawl. My mom's is more of a cowl because it does connect, and I really enjoy how it turned out, so that makes me happy. And the one that Sarah designed is a DK weight one, and it's got a beautiful picot edging and like floral design at the bottom, and I really love wearing it. I actually just wore it this last weekend because I love the color that I chose to knit it with, and I love the drapiness that it has, even being a DK. And then this one, I just love that hat. So it looks like it has the cables, you know, that go all the way up. So yeah, so those are that. And I will try to remember to tell you guys every week what I have up behind me. Well, every episode, I should say. And speaking of that, you guys, I'm really trying to stick to the every 2 weeks thing, but I'm struggling with that a lot because there really just hasn't been a lot of time during the day to knit. And the little bit of free time that I am finding, I have tried to spend dyeing yarn so that there's yarn to put up in the shop. So I will do my best to try to keep it on a 2-week schedule, but that may not happen. So we'll see. But okay, let's move on to all the pretties, shall we? And by all, I mean all. It's ridiculous, you guys. Okay, so penny post. This skein of yarn, she posted it on Instagram and I instantly fell in love. So this is Sledding Fun from Herblat's Regina. And it is on her Hazel Soft Sock, which is fingering weight, and it's 80% merino, 20% nylon. Sledding Fun. And you can find her on Etsy. You guys, Regina is amazing. She's always so lovely, and her packaging is beautiful. She always sends the sweetest little things in her packages, but just her yarn. I mean, I have no idea what this is going to become, but it is absolutely stunning. I love all the pink in it. So hey, maybe I'll make myself a hat to go with my new pink hair. I really do love that. So, okay, next, you guys, Amy Beth, Fat Squirrel. I cannot say enough good things about her. I truly can't. I adore everything about her. And she has had 2 updates recently. This one was a ready to ship one, and then she had a pre-order for the llamas, the psychedelic llamas. Yeah, I bought that. It'll be here soon. I can't wait. But this I totally had to have as well. This is the red mod birds. You guys, look at those. I love them. And this is her sock size. And then the inside has this totally like retro circle fabric. Yeah. I love it. So I had to have that too. And Fat Squirrel bags are amazing. And it still smells so good because it comes with the little lavender sachet. So it smells like lavender. I love it. Okay, the next thing that came in the mail is this beautiful skein of yarn from Tuscan Knits, which is my very first skein of yarn from her ever. And I got this as part of the, it was the February, was it February? Yes, I believe so. The February Beauty and the Beast Yarn Club. And this is called Something There. Sorry, my hair's on it. And it has, it's this beautiful kind of like woody brown, like gray. It is showing up almost perfectly on screen. And then it has these beautiful pops of the yellow. And it comes, the name of it is one of my very favorite songs in Beauty and the Beast. And Beauty and the Beast is my all-time favorite. I love Belle. She's my favorite princess ever. My husband is taking me on a date to go see the new live-action version with Emma Watson. I'm excited. Anyway, this is her 5-fingering, which is 100% superwash merino, 438 yards. And you guys can find her at TuscanKnits.com. You can also find her on Instagram as that. You guys, this yarn is so soft. And again, another beautiful packaging job. Okay. And this came in the mail. And this is my very first skein from her. And you guys, I have instantly become a fangirl, not only of her podcast, but of her yarn and her Instagram. I just love her. But this is from Maker's Haven. Oh, look at her beautiful yarn band. And this is on her simple sock, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 2-ply, 400 yards. And the name of this one is Some Other Beginning's End, which I just think is beautiful. And then it just came with this beautiful purple mini and this beautiful butterfly stitch marker, Progress Keeper. And you guys, I think they have to be socks, and I think this needs to be the toes and the cuffs. Look at that. Look how perfect they are together. I love them. When I opened it, I was just like, oh, it's even more pretty in person. I don't remember who it was. Somebody was asking me, they're like, do you always smell your yarn? I do. Is that weird? Am I the only one that does that? I have to. I'm like, I smell my yarn all the time. I don't know. But anyway, I love it. Thank you so much, Amber. It's beautiful. Okay. And then I got these two new bags from Amber of Banna and Bean. This one was the fabric that I picked out for the February O Sock Club. And she made me one to go with it. And the inside has this beautiful like mermaid tail thing going on. And I know I show her bags all the time, you guys, but if you haven't checked her out, you absolutely should. You can find her on Etsy as Banna and Bean. I love her bags. And then I picked out the fabric for this one too, and I could not love it more, you guys. Look at that. The orange with those blue flowers. And then, oh, look. When I saw these two fabrics, I just was like, oh, Amber, I need bags out of this, please. And she said, okay. So she sent me that one too. Isn't it so pretty? I absolutely love it. I love that orange. I have a shirt that's that color. I think it's great. Okay. Now, the always lovely Nicole of Hue Loco had pre-order listings up for her tightly knit sets, and it was kind of the whole like which sister will win. You guys, I could never, first of all, pick a sister because I love both Tracy and Jody from Grocery Girls. I adore them both. I think they are both amazingly sweet, and I would absolutely love to hang out with both of them. But then you saw the yarn, and I couldn't pick the yarn either. So this is Big Sister. So this one's Tracy, which very much reminds me of Tracy. Those greens and pinks and that light gray. Oh, it's so pretty. And this is the Glitz Sock, which is 75% merino, 20% nylon, 5% gold stellina. And again, this is the Big Sister, tightly knit. And you guys, look at that logo, the two parts. And here's Little Sister. This one's Jody, and I love it so much too. It's the darker gray with the beautiful blue and that bright pink and the dark, like, emeraldy green. Yeah. They're both on the Glitz. And I love them both so much. I have no idea what they will become, but I love them. Love them. Okay, and very last but not least, came in the mail is this absolutely beautiful skein, which is my very first time purchasing from her. This is from Scrumptious Pearl, which you can find on Etsy. And on Instagram is that, I believe. And this is the Samurai. And this is a Walking Dead reference. This is Rashawn, and she's my favorite. I think she's totally hardcore. I adore her character. If I had to be any character from Walking Dead, it'd be her. I love it. So it's this beautiful gold and kind of like this. It's like this weird, like, tealy blue with gray. I don't know. And then that plum and that beautiful mauve kind of matches the outfit I have on right now. I love this. And she calls this her Stripe Me Up, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 400 yards. And she is handmade in Canada. You guys should definitely check out her stripes. They're beautiful. So, okay. The last thing I wanted to talk about isn't something that actually came to me in the mail. I bought it when we were out at, when we were in Barnes & Noble. And I've been reading it. It's called The Book of Speculation. I am really loving it. I'm only a couple chapters in, you guys, but the book itself is great. I'm really enjoying the read. And I have all of the feels for this book cover. So this book cover is probably going to be an Ohloops colorway soon because I think it's gorgeous. But let me just read you guys the little insert about what the book is about. Dear Mr. Watson, I came across this book at an auction as part of a large lot I purchased on speculation. The damage renders it useless to me, but a name inside led me to believe it might be of interest to your family. One day, a mysterious old book arrives on Simon Watson's doorstep on Long Island Sound. Filled with elaborate script, sketches, and Sorry guys, my dog's... What's wrong, Lundy? You're okay. Lay down. You're okay. Lay down. Filled with elaborate script, sketches, and whimsical flourishes, it tells of doomed lovers and generations of circus mermaids who have drowned, just like Simon's mother, on July 24th, which is just weeks away. As his childhood friend and fellow librarian Alice looks on with alarm, Simon becomes increasingly worried about his sister, who ran off to join the circus 6 years ago. Could there possibly be a curse on this family? What secrets are hidden in this fantastical book? And will those secrets doom or save the remaining Watsons? I love circus books, you guys, and mermaids and all that stuff. So this totally just kind of had me from the get-go. And I am very drawn to the cover, so I am reading that. So I think on the next episode, if I've gotten into it far enough, maybe I'll talk about it. I know I always say I'm going to talk about books and then I never do, but I really think I will try to start doing that so that you guys can hear my thoughts on the books that I'm reading, if you care to. So let me know, in the comments, either below or in the Ravelry group, if that is something that you would like me to do. If you would like me to discuss the books I read on the episode, I can do so. And then if you would be interested in having me dye yarn based on the book covers like Sarah and I used to. So that's very good. Okay, so last but not least is dancing die pots. I have two things to talk about. I am planning 2 updates this month. So the first will be my just regular update, and the second one will be another kit collaboration between myself and Amber of Banna and Bean and Val of the Valiant Maker. So the yarn that I'm going to show you for the dancing die pots, I'm not 100% sure all of these skeins will be in this first update, or if they'll be in one of the ones in October. I had asked in the Ravelry group if there were colorways that people would like to see come back, and a lot of you had mentioned that you would like to see the Disney colorways come back, and some of the family colorways. And I have also decided that I'm going to bring back some of the spring colors that I did last year. So I don't know which of the Disney colorways will be coming back. There were over 100 of them. So if there's a particular one that you guys are interested in, let me know. Or if you would like to maybe do them as pre-order, I could maybe offer that as an option as well. Or if you didn't have a chance to comment in the Ravelry group and you want to comment below, let me know if there are any colorways that I've dyed in the last couple months, or, you know, just in the last couple years. Aside from the Harry Potter ones, because I only dye those once a year. If there is a colorway that you'd like to have come back, you can just let me know. If it was a colorway that Sarah originally dyed, then I won't be able to dye that one. But I'll just let you know that. So I'm going to show you the colorways. So the first update is going to be Friday, March 24th at 9 a.m. Usually my updates happen on Saturdays, but we will be out of town for soccer on Saturday, so I'm going to do it a day early. So some of these colorways may be in that update. If they're not in this update, then they'll be in the update in April. Okay, so one of the first colorways that's coming back here soon is this one, which is Enchantress. And then I also have Spring Break. And this one is a duotone, so half is the blue and the other half is the bright speckles. I have Roller Derby. I think she's a fun one. And then another duotone, which is the Cottage Garden. So half of it is that pink color, and the other half is the speckles. I will also be bringing back Jawbreaker. Another duotone, which is the Butterflies in My Head, which is that really pretty mint green, and then the speckles of yellow and pink and gray and purple. I will also be bringing back Watson, which was from the Sherlock Holmes update. I will be bringing back Monarchs at Midnight. I will be bringing back Afternoon Tea. And then I will also be bringing back Sherlock. I will bring back the Funky Neapolitan, the Sweet Cream Gelato with Fruity Sprinkles, Pixie Meadow Bright, which was a really pretty kind of dark mauve that paired really nicely with the Cottage Garden. The Blood Orange Sorbet, which is a really pretty bright orangey color, semi-solid, that pairs nicely with the Sweet Cream Gelato. I'm also going to bring back Freckled Hen Farm. Yeah, I think that's it. Those are all the ones I think I'm bringing back that I know for sure. Again, like I said, I'm not 100% sure which ones of the Disney ones are going to come back. So I'll have to go through those and check. And if there is one in particular that you want, please let me know. And then this is my first new colorway that's going to be released here soon. And this was one of those, it didn't at all turn out how I pictured it in my head. But once it dried, I actually really kind of enjoy it. So It's a little more muted than I had originally planned, but I've decided to call it watercolor lilies, because it reminds me of that watercolor painting from Monet of the lilies. So that's it. And I'm showing you multiple skeins because every skein truly is quite a bit different. Like this one has that great big pop of pink in it. This one has the like orange and more of the purples. This one is definitely more on the blue and green. So there will be 5 skeins of this in the update, and each skein truly does look a little different. So please just know that they will be all a little different. And these skeins will be in the Friday, March 24th update. So, but that's it, guys. That's all I have to show you this week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and taking part of your day to sit and chat. I do miss you guys when I don't do this, so I am going to try my best, even if I don't have a lot of content, to keep on a every 2-week schedule if I can. You know, we'll just see how it goes. So I'm going to try not to let it stress me out too much. I'll just chat with you guys when I have the chance to do so. So I hope you have a wonderful couple of weeks until I see you again. Please enjoy whatever you're knitting. And if you are participating in my Color of the Month cowl or the Whip It Wednesday, I so appreciate that. Keep checking in. There will be prizes given away every month for the Color of the Month. And then big prizes at the end of the year. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.